Today on Money Mondays, we will learn how our greatest wealth is our health. Joining us on today's show are certified nutritionist and fitness expert Tanjie Brewer, as well as mental health advocate and certified fitness trainer Rickey Applewhite.
Happy New Year and welcome to Money Mondays. I'm your host, Jill Thompson, and boy, have I missed each of you. 2020 was the year of his glory, and we've received numerous testimonies from our audience who've stated that they've started businesses, they've been meeting with wealth and financial advisors, and my absolute favorite, they're having the money talk more frequently in their homes. We had a great year. Take a look back at 2020. Hello, and welcome to Money Mondays, powered by the Joseph Business School. This year on our podcast, we've had Melinda F. Emerson, Dr. Irene Abrams, and Miss Jess Cotta, Gwen Cohen.
Financial fitness is really the tools that are needed in order for you to grow and preserve wealth.
Jerry Aglipai, Valerie Grant, Dr. Pamela C.V. Jolly.
One of the things that I've found in my research is that it takes 3 generations to build legacy wealth and only 1 generation to lose it. And so we must remain connected.
Tamara Durbin, Melissa Duff Brown,
Dr. Dolores Thomas. Anytime there's a situation of poverty, people say you need to give someone a fish, right? And we said, we don't just want to give you a fish, right? We want to teach you how to own the pond.
Latasha Battle, Jerry Powder, Terry Savelle Ford.
When you're saying things like, forget it, this is going to be the worst year we ever had, you just trapped yourself into having the worst year you've ever had. Looks like we'll be in debt for the rest of our lives, and that's just the way I want it. If it's not the way you want it, then don't speak it.
Dr. Eddie Cornegay Jr., Dr. Felicia M. Owen, Deborah Smith Pagay.
Do we lend money to our relatives? Do we lend money at all? You know, my husband and I have a rule that we let it be made known. We don't make loans to relatives. Or if we do, you have to sign a promissory note.
James T. Smith, Dr. Lynn Richardson.
I want to generate wealth so I can teach others. I want them to generate wealth so they can teach others. I want them to generate wealth so we can do what Acts says and go to Judea, Samaria, the west side, the south side, Chicago, New York, go to the uttermost parts of the earth.
Dr. Bill Winston, founder of the Joseph Business School.
What we've got to do is understand, wait a minute, if I'm connected up with God, I'm a producer.
Yes, you are.
He's got something.
And guess what, Pastor? You're a creator, just like the creator.
Just like the creator. I'm a co-laborer with him.
Thank you for joining me. 2021 is going to be an even greater year. I'm your host, Jill Thompson, and I look forward to seeing you prosper. I'm super excited that our pastor, Dr. Bill Winston, has declared that 2021 is the year of restoration. Take a look at his prophecy.
This year is going to be the year where all disappointments will disappear. And the Lord says, I'm going to open up a new door, a door that no man can shut. And he is saying to us, step out, get out of the box, for I am making the impossible possible. Don't judge it by your eyes, but just listen to me and walk while I tell you. For I am taking you to another level. A level that you've never been before. A door that you've never seen before. And into a wealth that you've never experienced before. And this is going to be the expansion of my kingdom. For people will know in this year that I am God and that I hold this future of this planet in my hands. So say what I said God. Do what you see me do, and you'll see that everything will come out all right. Now, don't shrink back because I'm giving you opportunities. that no man has ever had. You will be the key to people, even in places of poverty, coming out for the first time into a place of abundance. For I am giving you words and strategies that cannot be stopped. Glory to God. So now, say what I said, do what I do, and you'll see everything will come out fine. Don't judge it with your eyes, for your eyes may say no, but your heart says yes. So go and glory to God. Can I say that, Lord? And rip the property out of the devil's hands. And take it all back, saith the Lord. Give God praise.
Today, we're beginning our year of restoration, discussing something that is very important to each of us amid this global pandemic. And that's the fact that our greatest wealth is our health. Are you ready for success in 2021? Are you ready for the ultimate health experience where your body lines up with the word of God? It states in Isaiah 53:5 that by his stripes we are healed. Today on Money Mondays, we'll be discussing our health and how it is priceless and key to our wealth. My first guest is Tanjie Brewer, founder and CEO of Stylist and Fit LLC. Tanjie's mission is to promote optimal health, wellness, and esteem, personal development that lasts a lifetime. She's a certified personal trainer, licensed fitness instructor, certified nutritionist, speaker, author, and wardrobe stylist. Her unrelenting passion to see others increase their vitality and command the stage has transformed the lives of men and women globally. Take a look at some of the testimonies of those who have gone through her program and meet Tanjie Brewer.
The challenge takes people at every phase of their life and every stage. You don't have to look like the supermodel. You need to look like who you are today and take who you are to the next level.
I am so excited to be a part of Stylish and Fit, and it's changing my life even today. I've taken off 110 pounds and I'm in my third challenge, still working hard at it and loving it.
It's not about being on a diet, it's more like changing your whole lifestyle. It deals more with not so much the physical man, but it works also for the spiritual and your emotional.
Tanjie does amazing things that no one else I know does.
So Tanjie, welcome to Money Mondays.
Well, thank you so much, Jill, for having me. I'm so glad to be with you today.
So I'm super excited. I see you're over there in your kitchen, and I know you're going to have a good surprise for our audience because you're going to make us something later on in the segment. But let's get down to business. Would you describe the correlation between financial fitness and wellness?
Absolutely. Well, thank you for asking that question, Jill. They definitely go hand in hand. They synergistically work together. I often hear I know you've said it before, you've heard the words that your health is your wealth, right? In order to pursue your purpose with a vigorous energy, you have to be well to do that. Your body houses your potential. Your body houses your purpose. And so we all know that we're the temple of the Holy Spirit. And because of that, we want to make sure that this temple is strong and that it's vivacious and that it's well. When you are vivacious and healthy, you can think clearly. You're able to really realize what God is calling you to do in this hour. And food is a large part of that because guess what that does? That makes your body strong and healthy. There is actually a mental charge that you get when your body is what I call alkaline and full of energy. So what happens when that happens? You're able to really hone in on the gifts that God has called you to do so that you can go after your purpose with tenacity. And guess what happens? The wealth of God flows down because you know exactly what it is that God has called you to do.
You know, Tanjie, I like that. I like how you're talking about how they're all intertwined, your purpose, your money, and your fitness. Can you give us 3 tips that you can share with our audience about how they can change their lives?
Absolutely. You know, I believe that these are three big words to take into this new beautiful year. It's implementation, participation, and expectation. Number one, you've got to expect to transform and to change. We all know that that is where faith comes in. You've got to see it, right? And you got to really go after it with all your tenacity. So you have to see yourself healthier and well. And guess what will happen? Your actions will follow. And then it's participation. You got to show up. I often will say that this world is our fitness playground. It's also our opportunity to show up with vivaciousness and give what God is requiring us to do. And that is through nutrition and wellness. And then the next thing is implementation. You have to implement what you're learning, because we often also heard that knowledge is power, right? And then people perish from lack of knowledge. And God has given us every tool that pertaineth to life and godliness. So those are my three words: implementation, participation, and expectation.
I like it. I love it. You know, it's so funny. I actually saw a friend of mine on Facebook recently put up a post that said, if you got faith, what's the point in having it if you're not going to use it? And so you're describing just that we're going to implement what it is that you have for us. And I know right there, you have some food that's displayed out. And so you have a few things. Tanjie, can you tell us a little bit about what you're going to make?
I'm going to make something that I believe is a bowl of vivaciousness. I will often say that food should make your taste buds dance, but your body too, right? So, you know, healthy food does not have to be so mundane. It does not have to be like you're eating rabbit food that does not have taste. You know, God created food to really benefit the body in such a way, but also our taste buds too as well. It's just really understanding how to prepare them in a dish that's going to excite both your body and your taste buds, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to, Jill, prepare a salad. Many people have had salads, and some people are going, you know what, it's so boring, but really a salad can be something that can provide an entire meal. So I want to start with beets, because I know that a lot of people, they may not like beets. You know, they've often gotten not a good rap in the past, but let's talk about the benefits of beets. Beets are amazing because they are full of potassium, which electrifies that heart. You know, it's a red food. God is so amazing that he created different colors of vegetables to cleanse the different organs in the body. So beets are red when you cut them, right? So that red color does what? It helps the heart, right? And it also detoxifies the liver. So that's important as we're going into a new year. A lot of people want to detoxify the body. So beets detoxify the liver. And you want to get beets that have the stem all the way on it, because this is full of nutrients. So I'm not sure if you've ever juiced in the before, everyone, but juicing is great because it's there, it's bioavailable. So when you drink a fresh juice, it hits the body immediately and it releases nutrients. So, you know, with this, you can eat every part of the beet, right? This is a root vegetable. So when you buy the beet, you want to make sure, like I said, that it has its lustrous greens attached, because that means that the beet is going to be more nutritious here, okay? You want to also make sure that it has this lovely stem as well, that's attached to as well. So you're going to get the full benefit of the beet when you have everything attached, okay? So we've got the beets, right? And now we're going to look at the pear. Pears are great. They provide lots of fiber for the body. And when you're eating a salad, a great benefit is to have the fiber in it, because what is that going to do? That's going to help your digestive system and get things moving properly. Then we have an arugula. I have arugula because it's a green that not too many people use a lot in their kitchen. So I'm about showing people that they need to actually go and get more vegetables that they haven't used in a long time, because God is so amazing that every vegetable releases nutrients in the body. So when people eat, they think, you know what, it's just for those taste buds. No, every time you eat, it sends a message to the body. So just like with money, you're either making a deposit in the body or you're making a withdrawal. So food is currency. Food is energy, right? And so you must realize that it's going to provide something nutritious. So arugula, everybody, it's very high in vitamin C. So we know that we want to build up our immune system. Building up your immunity is so important in this day. And we can't control a lot. We can't control the weather, but guess what we can control? The very health direction of our body. So I've got some great arugula here. So I'm going to put this arugula here on the plate. And also I've got to share with you some pistachios. So with your salad, you want to actually add a protein too. Whenever you have your salad, make sure you've got a protein. Actually, women, you need about a palm-sized serving of protein at every meal. And men, you need about 2 palm-sized servings of protein. Very, very important for the body. And now I have, that I'm going to show you, is a dressing that I do. It's an aged balsamic. So you want to make sure that you're getting, when you pick a balsamic vinaigrette, you want to make sure that it is from Modena, Italy, and that it has grapes in it as well, and that it is as potent as possible. So you're going to want one that's a little bit more rich in flavor and a little bit more thicker. And what does balsamic do for the body? It is a natural probiotic, right? So we need probiotics to put the healthy gut bacteria in our body. So this is just the thing to do it. And then we've got a natural olive oil as well, which is so great for the body. And you don't need to have dressings that are full of soybean oil and all of that. So dressings matter, everybody. What you put on top of that dressing matters. And then for the vinaigrette as well, we're going to add some lemon. So what you want to do, everybody, you want to blend some lemon together. You want to take your olive oil and also your balsamic vinegar, and then you're going to take a little honey as well. So guess what? That is going to be the dressing for our salad. And I know, Jill, that you've got the recipe, so I'm sure you'll probably put it up on the screen so that people can see that as well. So let's go ahead and cut into the beet. So I just want to cut, everybody, into the beet and really show you the natural red flavor. Check that beet out. So absolutely beautiful. So what you're going to do, you're going to shred the beet on top of the salad. Okay, so look at that. So I'm just going to put the colors there so that you can see that all beautiful together. And then you're also going to take your pear as well. All right, and you're gonna also cut those pears into cubes. So I know, Jill, like I said, you have that recipe, and so we're gonna let everybody have fun doing that for themselves.
Hey,
all right?
Quick question for you. Do you peel them? Do you peel your pears and your beets?
Okay, so with the beets, thank you, Jill. That's a very, very good question. You want to rinse the beets off very, very well. And you want to use a vinegar to rinse the beets off. For this particular salad, I do peel the beets. And so I shred them with you can use a cheese shredder, because one of the things with beets, people, they don't like them just eating like it whole in big chunks. So once you shred that beet, it's going to make it very light and fluffy, okay? But as far as the pears, Jill, you want to keep the skin on the pear. And why is that? It's because there's so much fiber in the pear, the same way with your apples, right? You want to keep the skin on the apples because it has something that's called quercetin in there. So quercetin helps to fight things like colds and things like that, especially in this winter season. So definitely keep that skin on those pears, okay?
I love it. I love it.
All right. And then you're going to also put those pistachios on there too as well. So with the beet, again, once we peel the beet, and I'm going to cut it into little strips so that you can kind of see that the shredder there. But look at this color once you start adding that color to your salad. It's so beautiful. So everybody, just realize the more color that you have in your salad, the better. Remember, I said that the different colors actually cleanses the different organs in the body. So that's why you want to make sure your salad is colorful. So look at there already, it's looking pretty beautiful there. And look at the pears too as well. So you've got that white, you've got that red there, you've got those pistachios too for that protein as well. And then, Jill, what you're going to do is make your own vinaigrette. That is just awesome. And this vinaigrette does not just need to be with this particular salad. You can make this vinaigrette for other salads as well. So again, with the vinaigrette, you're just going to use some honey. All right. So if you were to use or make this together, you're going to put in that balsamic right there, Jill. Then you're going to put in that olive oil. You want to make sure that it's organic. I like to get the unrefined olive oil there. And then you're also going to put in some lemon. And again, Jill's going to give you that recipe so that you can see just how much you need on there. All right.
And so Tanjie, while you're working through that, tell us a little bit about your cookbook.
Sure. Yes. Let me tell you about the cookbook. So this cookbook, Jill, I'm glad you asked about it. I wanted to provide my clients and people around the world with a book that provides nutrient-dense recipes for their table, as many nutrient-dense recipes as possible. So the cookbook is what many people will consider as vegan. I've been a vegan for over 13 years, but I don't like to use labels, right? I like to say that I'm vivacious, not vegan, but I researched food so long. I'm a certified nutritionist. So I found out that food, if you keep it in the whole nature of it, it's going to give you energy that keeps you through the roof. So the recipe book, it's called Serving You Life. That is what we're to do, right? We're to serve this world life with our purpose. In order to serve that, we've got to be intentional about the food that we're putting in our body. So this cookbook is filled with over 75 recipes, Jill, that talks about how the benefits of each recipe. So it's not just giving you a recipe, but you're going to find out why you're going to eat that recipe, the why behind it, and the benefit that that recipe is for your body.
I love it, Tanjie. And so for those of us who maybe they are meat eaters, right? How do we transition into a vegan lifestyle? Or how do we even incorporate more vegetables into our diet?
Thank you for asking that, Jill, because many people went to restaurants and what do you see? The main course is the big slab of steak or a big, huge piece of salmon. And then you have the small sides that are right there. So I'm saying transform your plate. So what your plate needs to look like, you want to make sure that you still have your protein. So it's important that if you're going to a vegan lifestyle, that you know how to do it in a very healthy and balanced way. Because you guys, being a vegan is not necessarily healthy. And here's why. Many people take that word vegan and they begin to implement in their life, but they're eating meat substitutes that are still full of sodium and other things, and they're not providing their body with balance. So with every meal, Jill, everyone must have protein. That protein comes from legumes, beans, right? Your nuts and your seeds, which many people don't get enough of, be it your sunflower seeds, your almonds, your walnuts, and they need to be in its purest form. So if you're going to put nuts with your food, you want to make sure that it's raw and not salted, right? And with your beans, there are black beans, there are kidney beans, there are cannoli beans, there's so many different navy beans, so many different beans that you can put with your meals as well. So just to let you guys know, when you're starting the vegan lifestyle, you have to make sure that you're getting protein, you're getting your healthy grains, you're getting a variety of vegetables too as well. But this cookbook will help many people that are desiring to go vegan, Jill. It'll help show them the method and what to do to get there.
You know what? I love it, Tanjie. I love what you're saying, because what you're talking about is not just applicable to if you want a vegan lifestyle, it's just how to live healthy, period. It's just all about living healthy. But I'm gonna let you go ahead and finish your salad.
Okay, wonderful. So we've got the vinaigrette that's done, Jill. So once you put that vinaigrette there on the salad, it's giving it that wonderful dressing. And Jill, I'm into fashion too as well. And have you ever seen someone who wears an outfit, but the outfit is wearing them? I think, that could go again with a salad too as well. Some people have their wonderful salad, but the dressing is where it's like smothering the salad, right? So you can't see all the goodness. Maybe people are putting things on there like a Caesar dressing or a ranch that's so full of things that you don't want to put in the body. So this vinaigrette, look at there, it's wonderful. It's not wearing the salad at all, Jill. It's very balanced. You're getting your probiotics with the dressing. You're getting some alkalinity with the lemon. The reason why we put lemon in our water, Jill, is to alkalinize our body. It's when the body becomes very acidic, where a lot of cancers and illnesses thrive. So one of the things with the vegan lifestyle, Jill, is to alkalinize the body, get the body alkaline, and to increase those energy stores. So this dressing with this salad. So you've got your beets in there to detoxify the liver, the potassium, you've got some fiber from those wonderful, wonderful pears, and you've got some nuts too as well. So this salad can pair well with whatever your dinner is for the evening.
I love it. So Tanjie, tell us, where can we get your cookbook?
So you can get the cookbook on stylishandfit.com, where the website is. We're in the pre-sale stage. The book is getting ready to fully launch. So excited about that. So go ahead and reserve your copy today on Stylish and Fit. That's STYLISHANDFIT.com.
And tell us one last thing about your challenge coming up.
Yes. And so, Jill, it's so important to focus on your wellness, because a lot of people are walking around, Jill, unconscious. And I would really say a lot of times their taste buds are dead, right? And so what this challenge is going to do is going to empower you and awaken you to all of the wonderful things that God has put at our fingertips. And it's also about fitness too. I'm also a certified personal trainer as well. And so this challenge is going to include fitness, it's going to include nutrition too, as well, how to eat right, but it's going to come together and empower one another, because I really believe that there's strength in numbers. I often will say, Jill, that when you show up, guess what happens? It's like fertilizer results for someone else. And so when we collectively get together and we focus on increasing our energy so that we can rock our purpose with vitality, that is what it's about. So the name of the challenge, Jill, is called A Lifestyle of Vitality. That's what it's about.
Love it. And so there you go, Money Monday audience. Be sure to look out for this challenge coming up. Hey, it is the top of the year. I know many of you have weight loss goals, or even you're setting goals, not just for your finances, but also for your health. And we wanted you to know that health is essential to your wealth. Tanjie, thank you so much for coming on our podcast.
Thank you, Jill. It's been wonderful being with you. I feel your vivaciousness from here. So thank you for having me.
Coming up next to give us workout tips is Rickey Applewhite, CEO and founder of Live Right, Inc., a health and wellness mobile app company which focuses on transforming the mental health of our diverse communities through fitness, nutrition, and technology. Take a look at this clip.
Have you ever started working out but lost motivation? Or started eating healthy but couldn't come up with exciting meals to keep going, so you quit? Have you worked out and ate correctly, but you still felt like something was missing? If you answer yes to any one of those questions, keep watching, because we're about to fix that. Live Right is the first mental strength app that builds up the mind through coaching and builds up your body physically through fitness and nutrition. 450 million people are currently suffering from mental strength issues, and 2/3 of those people with these issues never seek help. So we provided unique content from our mental strength professionals so that you can live right. Plus, we've included coaching from our nutrition professionals that will guide you to shop and eat healthy. With our certified fitness trainers, you'll be able to watch and train with us. So let's get fit. Let us join you on this journey to live right and make the world healthier, one download at a time.
All righty, Money Monday audience, be sure to stay tuned. Tanjie will be joining us later on in this segment. However, coming up right now, we have with us Rickey Applewhite, CEO of Live Right, Inc. All righty, Rickey, I'm excited about this video that I just saw. Welcome to Money Mondays.
Hey, Jill, I'm so excited to be online today. It's just, it was an honor when I was reached out to. So I'm ready to just share anything that I may have that may benefit the people who are out there listening. So I'm ready.
Awesome. So let's talk about the importance of fitness in regards to mental health and stability.
You know what? This is something that it's relatively growing. So I've always been into athletics, and I've always tried to be fit, eat the right foods, exercise. But when I found out the correlation between mental health and physical health, it was astonishing. So I went through my own bout with depression and anxiety. And what I found out is that the gym couldn't push it away, but the gym helped. So I started seeing a therapist, and then I started seeing the correlation between mental health and physical health, and how people, when they're focusing on those two areas, amongst the spiritual health as well, that they become a well-rounded individual and they're able to have sustainability in their life. Like, say, for instance, when you work out, you actually release good endorphins, you release serotonin and dopamine levels. Now, these are chemicals that control your mood. So from a physiological standpoint, when you work out, you're moving your body. We know that if you're moving your body, it doesn't atrophy or doesn't die. So you're constantly staying moving. But from a biological standpoint, it impacts us tremendously. When we're getting up and exercising, we're decreasing our cortisol levels, our stress levels. We're able to have a stress outlet instead of having an outlet of food, instead of having an outlet of alcohol, instead of having an outlet that does not benefit us. We're able to go to the gym and have that to be our outlet, and then come back and handle our purpose, handle our business, and handle the things that we're supposed to be doing. So that's why I really want us to focus on that correlation between mental health and physical health and nutritional health as well.
How do we build these healthy habits?
Very good question. So you build healthy habits by just starting where you are. So one healthy habit I would just tell someone is just in the morning, when you wake up, don't have a cup of coffee first. Do not have tea first. Have a glass of water. That's very simple, but yet it's profound, because habits are not things that you can just wake up and do. Habits are plans that are put into action over and over and over and over again. So if you wake up in the morning and say, let me have a cup of water before I go out and have my Starbucks or whatever it may be, or your coffee at home, that is a healthy habit. Another way to create a healthy habit, if you want to up the ante a little bit, you can actually just say, hey, I'm going to work out for 20 minutes on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I'm not going to do anything else on those other days. For this next quarter, I'm going to work out on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for 20 minutes. At the end of the quarter, you can reassess yourself and you can say, you know what, I've actually achieved this. So now I can set a new goal because I implemented those plans. I think what we try to do is we try to bite off more than we can chew at once. So I've trained with people who won Mr. Olympia, and I've trained with people who never won a contest. The main synergistic feel that I know between all of them is that they start where they're at. And if you start where you're at, you're able to get those goals. So don't go into the gym thinking, oh, let me work hard on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And now you're spent for the rest of the week because you didn't have the proper nutrition. And now you're getting injured. So just set those small goals, 20 minutes a day from Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That will really help you to achieve healthy habits.
Rickey, can you tell us of a routine that we can do for those who maybe are at home right now? They're like, man, the gyms are open. 1 minute they're closed. It's like, what can we do in order to start this fitness journey?
Great question. So I like to say this pandemic did not surprise God. God already knew it was here. It was going to come. So then he set certain things in order so that people can actually work out from their homes. So what I say is join a group online. There's so many groups online that are encouraging people. First of all, they're providing interaction. So that helps with your mental health. When you're able to talk to someone else other than yourself or other than your family members, you're able to break outside of your walls and talk to other people virtually. So do that. Thirdly is you have exercises that you can do from home. What we've experienced right now, this year has been, well, last year was unprecedented. However, when you're actually exercising and you're engaging in these small groups, you're able to have the accountability, you're able to have the physical fitness, and you're able to communicate with people who are like-minded. That's one of the most important things that we saw. We started up a group. God kind of prepared us. He shifted us in how we were working online more so. And this was late 2019. He pivoted us to move online. So we saw that people were coming in saying, I just want to work out because mentally, I just want to feel better. I just need to do something. It's so mundane, everything that I'm doing every single day. So then we come in, we interjected virtual fitness classes, and then that allows people to really have an outlet to really work out. Don't think that you have to have a number of weights or equipment. Don't go out there and spend $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 and think that's your workout. That's not your workout. That's your pocketbook workout. But now we really need you to work out. You know what I mean? So now you just pick up 5-pound weights if you want to use weights, and you can do squats, you can do shoulder presses, you can do lunges, you can do deadlifts, you can do high knees, you can do so many exercises from your home. And I'm letting you know, Jill, people are sweating. They are sweating. They're saying, how do you come up with all of these workouts without any weights or without any gym? And I tell people, God was not surprised with this. He has people, he has organizations that are set up, businesses that are set up that can train people through this pandemic. Hopefully things start to turn around in 2021, but if it does not, then we have a platform. There's platforms out there. Tanjie does a great job at it. Our company Live Right does a great job, but there are so many platforms that are out there. Just hop on the platform, drop a DM. Hey, I'm interested to work out. You work out, feel better, feel great, and you do not allow the COVID pandemic to bring down your health, but you come out of the pandemic healthier and stronger.
I like it. So tell us about your Live Right mobile app and how you guys are transforming lives, because what it sounds like is what you're doing is quite innovative. Tell us about it, Rickey.
Yes. So as I alluded to earlier, is that I've always been into fitness. I've always been into nutrition. But the one thing that I was missing was mental health. So we started growing this app and started coming into production. We did an MVP. This was in 2018. 2019, I lost my mother within 6 weeks of her diagnosis. So when I saw that happen, it took me down a downward spiral. So I said, wait, I'm going to the gym. I'm eating healthy foods. What's missing? Mental health. So mental health is the ability to deal with life experiences healthy. So certain things have happened to us and we keep it bogged down. We keep it low. We don't express it. And then we just say, God, you've healed us. Wait, hold up. Healing is not something that you just put down. Healing is something that you address. So when I started addressing my mental health, and then I partnered that with nutrition, then I partnered that with fitness, I was like, oh, that's how you live right. You live right by taking care of your mental health. You live right by focusing on your fitness and your nutrition. So we put that together on the app, on a mobile app that's available on iOS or Android store. You can pick it up. We have certified master or doctorate degree licensed therapists on there providing tips for mental health and coaching tips. Also, we have certified nutritionists that provide meal plans, but we also walk you through the store. So we have a quick video on all of our sections that would teach you how to shop healthy and debunk certain myths that may be out there about nutrition. And then one of my favorite parts is the fitness. We have certified fitness trainers that can work you out from your home. So they get you sweating, they're communicating with you, encouraging you, but they're training you not just physically, but mentally to be stronger. And that's when we started Live Right. So we launched it. We're up to 630 users so far. It's amazing. I'm just so excited that the team and I, we've gathered a brand ambassador. The team and I, we really came together to create something. I'm forever grateful to God and the men of God for depositing into my life.
I love it. Hey, Rickey. So I know I've oftentimes heard doctors say that all you need is about 30 minutes a day in order to get started. Can you help us, especially for those of us like myself, who we have not been in a gym in a long time. And so we know we don't want to just go back in full throttle where we're pushing ourselves and then we burn out in the first 3 days. What's a 30-minute routine that we can do to get started?
Great question. So with the video that we have right here, it's an amazing way to just get started that I have for your users right here. Just start with your first exercise being a knee tuck. Knee tucks allow for hip mobility. So that brings your knees up high. Now you can speed it up as you become more proficient, or you can slow it down. But the key to this is just getting your body moving. Then we can translate or move over into butt kicks. Butt kicks helps you with your hamstring, but it also helps with flexibility in your quadricep. Think about this. Your hamstring is in the back of your leg. Your quadriceps are in the front. So it helps you. Healthy legs and healthy core equates to a healthy body. So that's an exercise that you can do. Also, you can do jump rope. So many people say, well, I don't have a jump rope. Imaginary jump rope. Just use your imagination, acting like you're jumping rope. That's another exercise that will help you with cardio as well. And then you can move into alternating forward lunge, torso twist. What that means is that you just start from a start position, you move forward to a lunge with your right leg, and then you turn to the side of your right leg. What that does is it causes you to work out your hamstrings, your quadriceps, and your glutes, but it also causes you to work out transverse movements, which are movements that shift you from this side to this side. That's another exercise as well. Then we move to 90-degree squats. 90-degree squats are pretty simple. All of this requires no weight. So 90-degree squats, your feet are shoulder width apart. Your hands are going to be up in the air. Get your praise on while your hands up in the air. Bring those hands up and then squat down. The key to that is you're not going to put the weight on your toes. The weight will stay towards the back to the middle of your foot. That enables your hamstrings to interact. That enables your glutes to interact, and that takes the pressure off your knees. And then we can move to alternate reverse leg lunge kickbacks. What that means is that you're doing another reverse lunge and you're alternating, but now you're going to kick your leg up to the sky. I like to say you're kicking the devil in the mouth when you do that. Come on now. You're going to kick them up, kick your legs up high, and making sure that you're keeping the body movement. That helps with your hip flexor. And then we move into the airplane deadlifts. Airplane deadlifts are amazing because it helps you with your lower back. 70% of the people that have went to doctors for pain, chronic pain in their body, is because of lower back pain. So you want to strengthen up your lower lumbar. You would like to strengthen up your erectors. So that means that you just widen your arms and you really go down, keeping your chest up, keeping yourself straight, and then squeeze back up when you come with your glutes. Then we can move over to the next exercise, which is a lateral hurdle step. Now, somebody may say, this is a lot of exercise. Don't do them for too long. Only do this for about 20 to 30 minutes a day. You're just going to move your legs up, move your hands up as well. And then what that does is that increases your cardio burn as well. Then we have another exercise, deep squats heel tap. So squat, then touch the heel with your opposite hand. So when you squat, you're going to squat down and then raise up. Bring your right heel to your left hand. And if you got some rhythm, throw some rhythm in that thing, all right? Making sure that you squat down, come right back up. That's an excellent exercise. Then we have high planks. You want to focus on high planks. Most people do planks. And I'm like, you got to squeeze your core. And it's like, what do you mean, Ricky? I'm like, squeeze your core, squeeze your butt, squeeze your abs, engage those things. Because if you're just doing a plank without properly engaging your core and your glutes, pretty much you're just putting all that pressure on your shoulders and on your lower back, and that can cause injury. And then we move to another core exercise, which is a Russian twist. Now, this is when you just put your legs in the air while you're sitting on the ground and you turn from side to side. You know what I mean? So that's another exercise that can help you with your abs. Another exercise is the high plank knee to elbow. Now, this is a little advanced, but I know for Money Mondays, I know y'all advanced. I know y'all are ready for this. So then you have the high plank and then you bring your knees up to your elbows. That is an excellent exercise for you to do, or you can do a modification on your knees as well. Couple more exercises. You can move to a bear plank twist. That's when you're on your hands on the ground and you're on your toes and you're bringing your knees in and you're just moving that midsection subtly, slightly. You don't want to move too fast, because if you move too fast, you can sprain something. And Lord knows we don't want anyone to get injured. So you can work out without being injured. Then we have rotational push-ups. You can do this with traditional push-up position, or you can go on your knees, whatever floats your boat. I just need you all to move. And then we have the renegade row to extension. So you do a renegade row, you just put your hands in a plank position and bring your arms back, alternating, making sure that you don't lift up one side when you're alternating. Then we have the dumbbell kneeling shoulder press. You're just going to be on the ground, chest is going to be up. You don't have to use any weight for this, and you just raise it up. And then the next exercise, the second to the last, is a Superman. So you're just going to lay on the ground, just lay flat like you're worshiping at the altar. Come on now, lay flat, lift your hands up, lift your lower body up as well, so that you really engage your hamstrings, your glutes, and your lower body. And then we have floor dips. Those are exercises that you can do. Practice that for 20 to 30 minutes. It did not require any weight, and it allowed for every part of your body to move while you're doing that exercise. When people say, should I just focus on arms? Should I just focus on legs? Focus on your entire body for your workouts, and you're going to see the ultimate results.
I love it, Ricky. This is excellent. I mean, what you've given us it definitely is going to get us moving. At first, when you first started, my eyes were just big, like, oh my goodness, Rick. I love it. I love it. But here we go, Money Monday audience. Now we're going to bring back both of our guests, and they're going to talk to us, and we're going to combine all of these things that we've talked about. We've talked about the mental health, we've talked about nutrition, and we've also talked about getting that body active. So joining me now, we have all of our guests, which are Rickey Applewhite and Tanjie Brewer.
Hi, guys.
Tanjie,
Hello, Jill.
All righty. So welcome you both back to our segment. There's a question I just really got to get out there. So I know that many times we talk about the importance of exercising, but how important is the stretching before we exercise?
You know, that's a great question, Jill. The stretching is important. I often say that it's a lubrication to exercise because guess what? Stretching prevents injury. So your body has to be ready for the demand you are about to place on it. And so there are different types of stretching. There's one called myofascial release. You may see people using what's called a foam roll. Then there is static stretching, that's stretching the body where you're standing still for about 15 to 30 seconds. And then there is dynamic stretching as well. And so Rick and I'm sure we both utilize both of those in our workout regimens, but stretching is vital for the health of the body.
That's good. So Rick, I have a question for you. When you were talking, and I know you gave us all these different exercises, oftentimes I've heard a lot of different people say, maybe you should combine back and abs and core, or days you should do legs and arms. Like, is there a systematic rhythm as to what body parts you should be doing when you're exercising together? Should you be alternating days? Like, what is the formula? Help us out.
The formula, let me see real quick. All right. So the formula is when you're working out, you would like to work out your full body in a workout. Unless you're specifically targeting an area, if you're specifically working on it, or if you're training for a competition. Personally, when I go to the gym, I love to work out my entire body. What that does is that allows me to maximize the workout, because some of us are prone to only working out what people see. So when you see a person works out, they're working out their anterior side, they're working out their front side, they're working out their chest, their abs, their quadriceps, their biceps, their triceps. But then you go in the back and you're not working out your back, you're not working out your glutes or your hamstrings or your calf muscles. So by working out a full body workout will dispel that notion that you're just focusing on one area. So I usually tell people to do that unless you're training specifically for something. Yeah. So if you're training specifically for a competition, or you're like, hey, I have a goal to get my arms bigger, or I have a goal to make my chest fuller, then you can spend a little bit more time on your chest. You can spend a little bit more time on your back. But that's because you have a specific goal. So if people are just getting moving, what should they do? They should work out their entire body, maximize that 30 minutes in the gym so that you're feeling it throughout your entire body and prevent injury.
You know, what I love is that you guys are really covering the entire body, not just from a physical, let's work out perspective, but you're really covering the mind. You're talking about your spirit, and you're also talking about the body, which I believe all three are essential when we're talking about complete health and wholeness. So how do we get started? Like, is there a program that each of you are offering? Tell us a little bit about what Live Right is doing. Tanjie, I want you to tell us a little bit about what you guys are doing. And that way, if our audience is interested, we can reach out to each of you and get started.
Yes, so with Live Right, you know what? I didn't mention this in the beginning. But we have a virtual fitness group, and it started with 0 people. Now we're up to 30 people, and we just launched it about 3.5 months ago, in which all of us come in and we work out for Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. That includes a meal plan. That includes working out live. And what I would like to do is, for the month of January, if any one of the viewers would like to join, it's on us. So we will provide you the mental health map. We will provide you a meal plan, and we will provide you accountability in our private Facebook group so you can come in. What we usually have is Mondays. We call it Movement Mondays because you have to start off Mondays with getting moving.
Well, then we just like Mondays anyways, because this is Money Mondays.
Yeah, oh, come on now. That's in the spirit. So we have that. We have tension release Tuesdays. So we stretch. Tension release Tuesdays, and we do a little cardio. And Thursdays have proven to be one of the favorite classes of everyone that is signed up. It's cardio, boxing, and kickboxing. All of this requires no equipment. All it requires for you to just log in to Zoom 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and then you'll be able to take advantage of it. So if anyone is interested for the month of January, you do not have to pay for it at all. We will open the doors for you all. Just contact us, and you can contact us by going to our website, which is www.liveright.app, or you can send our team an email at info@liveright.app. And feel free to do that.
I love it. Tanjie, tell us about that challenge you talked about earlier. I don't think you told us, how can we get involved? How do we get in contact with you?
Yes, so thank you. So with Stylish and Fit, what we're doing, it's a 4-month journey. So it's going to head off in February, and it's going to be incorporating nutrition and fitness as well. There are 5 key components I always say is very important. That's balance, which is so important. A lot of times people forget about that during their workout regimen. There's also flexibility and stretching. We talked about that before, that your stretching prevents injury. And then there's cardio. I operate with the endurance training and the interval training as well. Both of those are just as important. And then the strength training as well, because as we get older, we lose, when we turn 25 years of age, we lose muscle. And so gaining muscle is not just for the aesthetics of the body, but it's so that you can prevent things like osteoporosis and arthritis and all of those things, so that you can get your arms strong for this battle. We are on the battlefield for Christ, right? So we've got to be strong and healthy. And then we focus on the mental. It's really understanding the purpose that God has put you here on the earth for. So it's all about purpose, refining that and rocking your purpose with vitality. So we're going to head that off in February. So how you get in contact with me, you're going to give an email to stylishandfit@gmail.com. Excuse me. So that's www.stylishandfit@gmail.com, or take the www off. You can also go to the website as well and get the cookbook that's going to help you through the journey. That's at www.stylishandfit.com. But we're going to have a power-packed time starting off in February. Nutrition for those wanting to start off being a vegan. We're going to incorporate that as well. But we're going to do it collectively as a group, and we're going to be there to support each other so that we can walk what God has called us to do.
So I am super pumped just by listening to the two of you. I know there's proof in the pudding, no pun intended at all, about anything healthy. I don't even know if pudding is healthy, but I will say this has definitely been an exciting show. I am pumped about making my appointments. I'll definitely be on the Live Right app. Tanjie, I'll be reaching out to you because I do need to incorporate more fruits and vegetables into my diet. I would like to transition vegan, but you're gonna have to work with your girl. But I appreciate you both for coming on. This has truly been exciting. If there's any last minute tips that you'd like to provide to our audience, please say so now, because guess what? We might have to bring you back, maybe do a third quarter checkup or something to see where we are and where we are with our goals. Is there anything else you guys would like to tell our audience?
Sure. One of the things I'd like to say is that it's not what you did not do yesterday, but what you are blessed to do today. So it's time to now take charge of your health so that we can change this world for Christ. And it starts with you having enough energy to go out there and rock your purpose with vitality. And it's what you eat and how you move that body. Both are synergistic together.
Thank you both for coming on.
And I would like to add that it's been so much energy. Joshua chapter 6 says, when they were taking the city, God told them to walk around the city 6 days, the entire city. And on the 7th day, they had to walk around the city 7 times. So in order for us to get into that dominion, get into the place that God has called us, it's going to take energy, it's going to take stamina, it's going to take endurance. So I want to let you all know that you're empowered to have energy, stamina, and endurance. So 2021, let's rock it together.
Thank you all for coming on. I'm excited. Thank you, Tanjie and Rickey, for coming on our podcast. This episode has surely been fun. Money Monday audience, remember, in 2021, this is your year of restoration, and your greatest wealth is your health. Be sure to exercise your mind, body, and your spirits as you begin to prepare for prosperity. If there's a money topic you'd like for us to cover, submit your request to moneymondays@jbs.edu. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell on our Joseph Business School YouTube channel and social media outlets. I'm your host, Jill Thompson, and I look forward to seeing you prosper. Have a great day.